Okay, I want to know, have you ever purged your entire house of junk food to prepare yourself for your new diet? If so, you're not alone. I have been there. And today I want to talk about what to do when results don't come fast enough and we give up and we sabotage ourselves. So I have a little story for you. If you've ever done this purging of your kitchen, you're not alone. I remember once watching a reality TV show where a health expert would come into the home of someone and they would basically purge their entire kitchen of all the junk food. They'd read the labels and say, well, you can't have that done. And they'd throw out basically everything in their kitchen and fill it with fruits, vegetables, and all the things that they're supposed to eat. Well, we all know how that ends, right? So today I want to walk you through 3 mistakes that you might be making when you're approaching your health and wellness goals and why maybe those results are feeling like they're not coming fast enough and so you give up. So mistake number 1 is this. You're trying to sprint a marathon. And I have a really good story for you. Oh, this is me being very vulnerable. In high school, I started running track and I did long distance. And I remember my first ever meet. I got out there, I was ready to go. It was the mile, so we had 4 laps around the track. And I started running and I was just doing awesome. And I started running and I realized I was in the front. And I was like, I kind of turned around and thought, well, why is everyone behind me? This is the actual thought that I had, that I must be some star athlete, because the star athlete on our team was behind me. So I was so proud of myself. I was so excited. If you can imagine what happened in the end, I ended up not dead last, luckily, but second to last because I burned out. And I didn't know that you can't sprint 4 laps around the track. You can't sprint a mile. Oh, it was such a lesson for me. And so I want this to be a lesson for you, that when we're approaching our health and wellness goals, you're in it for the marathon. You're not in it for the sprint. You're in it for life. Okay? So that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is operating out of fear from the start. So a lot of times we approach health and wellness goals, diet, weight loss, whatever it is for you, almost with fear from the start. And we kind of are a little bit hesitant, like, am I really going to be successful this time? That is not going to help you, because as soon as something comes in, it solidifies that fear and reminds you that you can't do it. Okay, mistake number 3 is that your approach is all wrong. Have you ever found yourself approaching weight loss out of shame, out of desperation, out of frustration, out of like, I've got to get this now? And that's why those results don't come fast enough, because we do that. And so we're approaching it from shame already. So today I want to share 1 action step that you can take if you feel like when you approach your goals, they don't come fast enough, you sabotage them, and you just feel like you're stuck in this cycle. And it's this. I want you to write this down or memorize it or something. Is there a way I can love my body to change? So usually when we approach diets and wellness, it's from the shame, it's from the frustration, it's from like the disgust of our bodies. And what if instead we said something like, is there a way I can love my body to change? That immediately will help you run the marathon at the right pace, not operate in fear, and approach in love. So the 3 steps to helping you get the results that you want and not sabotage yourself from the beginning is 1, reminding yourself that you're in it for the long game and being okay working at the pace that works for you. Number 2, eliminating fear and sabotage from your vocabulary. And number 3, take a show up in love approach for your body. Instead of desperation, instead of shame, what if you could show up in love? If you like this video, please share it with anyone that you think could benefit from it in your life. And if you struggle with your relationship with food and eating is emotional for you, I have a free Overcome Emotional Eating course that will help you work through all of those things to help you show up in love for your body using food. That's linked in the description below or in the link in my profile.